I'm not voting for the current mayor.
I will be voting for Zoran Mamdani.
I don't feel that I'm going to be protected as being Jewish.
Unclear about who to vote for?
Disappointed at the options.
Favorite candidates? Do you plan on voting?
I always vote. I am not voting for the current mayor. I guess I'm going to vote for Mondani.
Why Mamdani seems like the better candidate for you personally?
Well, I voted for Cuomo in the primary. I think Cuomo would have been my first choice. As an independent, I don't think he has a chance. So, I'm happy to go with a democratic socialist as opposed to a corrupt mayor. I think the changes he wants to make are terrific. I don't know how realistic they are. I would love it if the buses were free and the rents came down. I mean, that's great. I just don't see that it's possible.
Zoran Mamdani. I wanted to vote for him because I feel like his policies attack what, New Yorkers need right now, in particular, lower cost of living and quality of life. And I feel like, bringing down rent prices, grocery prices, stuff like that would be very helpful. Allowing more wealthy people to, pay a little bit more in taxes so that everyone else that's not as wealthy, because a lot of people live paycheck to paycheck. He doesn't seem like he's gonna be like, oh yeah, I hate this certain group of people, or I only like this certain group. He seems to be more like he wants everyone to be able to live in the city.
Leftist anti-Semite. I just think having government stores is going to create what is going on in Russia with the lines. And he just has too many extremisms. He would arrest Netanyahu even though he couldn't do that. He just doesn't seem to want to try to get along with old cultures. Our city is about every faith, and he wants to disenfranchise people. I don't feel that I'm going to be protected as being Jewish. And unfortunately, the left is creating people to want to be anti.
Will you be voting?
So, yeah, of course. The line we have in America called the lesser of two evils, so I may end up voting for somebody I don't necessarily want. But I like this gentleman named Curtis Sliwa. Como I didn't like for certain things he did that were wrong. Adam seems to have done better the last 3 months. It's really confusing.
Mamdani, if he's a Democratic person,
Can I ask you why?
because would be the Democratic nominee. Vote on party lines.
Do plan on voting for Zohan. I do like his complete agenda. You know what I mean? Because after I look into it, I was gonna vote for Cuomo, to be honest, because I remember his dad. And I thought, hey, he seemed like the most qualified at first, but then after I got to know who he was and also AOC endorsed him. Some of the other guys, they just got too much dirt going on, and probably good to get away from that.
Unclear about who to vote for?
Well, just disappointed at the options. I don't really feel like any of them represent me personally, so
What would be your ideal outcome?
just for a better candidate. Somebody who's a little more moderate in all respects.
Are you voting?
No,
Because you can't or because you don't want to?
I don't know. I just feel like our political system is kind of architected and it's out of my power, I do believe. Sometimes I feel like my only power is in what I choose to do as a human being.